大家好，我是 Rocky 老师。哈，朋友, welcome to another exciting episode of Learn Chinese with Rocky. I'm so glad that you're here. And we have quite a bit of studying to do because I thought what I would do is what I usually do. And the reason I even started teaching Chinese in English is that I want to take out the mystery and the confusion of one of the world's oldest languages and one of the world's most complex language. There is things that even the locals get confused in when they're speaking to each other. But one thing that you cannot get confused in is learning the characters and knowing the characters and reading the characters. This is why I emphasize the characters so much. Okay, so what we're going to be doing is I have so much to talk about that unfortunately I have to divide this lecture into two parts. Okay, I have to divide it up into two parts, but nonetheless the entire lecture will be discussing 4 characters. Okay, we will be discussing these 4 characters right here, and amazingly one of the reasons it's so difficult for to learn Chinese is because many people just want to be able to speak Chinese and they want to listen to Chinese, but that's only the first part of understanding Chinese. Okay, that's really just scratching the surface. For instance, let's get into how to pronounce these 4 different characters. The first character is ke. That's a first tone character. And the second character is ke. That's a third tone character. That's a falling tone and rising tone. The next character that we will be studying, but that will be in video number 2, is the character ke. That's a fourth tone character. That's a falling character, falling tone. And our next character we will study is ke. That is a fourth tone character. That is a falling tone. But as you can see, that these characters are actually very different, and they actually have very different meanings. So having said all of this, let's get started. 我们开始. Our first character is the character ke. This is a first tone character, and this character is a constant level tone. This particular character it means a major, like your major in college, and it means your field of study. What do you study when you go to school? This is quite a question that I ask many students because I want to know, and I get to see so many students, and so it's a question that I'm very sure you will be asking of your friends, or people will be asking you if you're a student over there, and you will be asked this question very much. Now, where is our character within this sentence? Our character is right here. Okay, the little character lives right there, right almost in the middle of the sentence. So our sentence is, what is your major discipline, or your major in college? What is your major? So now let's get ready to say it. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. 你的主要学科是什么？重复 repeat. 你的主要学科是什么？重复3，快点。你的主要学科是什么？ So, what is your major? And then the student would usually reply that I am a science major. All right? Now let's get ready. 1 and a 2 and a 3. 我是科学专业. Repeat. 重复. 我是科学专业. 重复3，快点。我是科学专业. I am a science major. Now I want to take a little time to give you some in-depth analysis. But before I do, now let's look at how I use these characters. In the first sentence, I used 学科. It's right here, right? And in the second sentence, when the student answers me back, he said that he's a science major. He's a 科学. It's 科学. Now let me give you some Rocky in-depth analysis. I want to talk to you about character order. When you're writing, it is very important to know the character order of how you write. For instance, our topic today is I'm talking to you about the 科 character, right? I'm talking to you about the 科. But in the sentences, we use this character, which is 缺, right? 缺. Now, 科, as I already have learned, it's a major college, a field of study. But this one you will see quite a bit, especially if you're walking around campus, because it means to study, and it means to learn, and it can even mean the school or college, okay? Now, you will definitely see this character, on the walls or maybe a sign, and they're just letting you know that this school is here. But when they use the characters, the character order, in the first sentence, and let me show you. Let me go back to the first sentence. In this first sentence right here, they used 学科. Well, 学科means a major discipline or a field of study, okay? But what about this second one? The second one here, it's 科学. Let's go back to the sentence. In the second sentence, it's different order. Now it's 科学. And what does 科学 mean? 科学means it's a science. He's studying science. And really, this word is a noun, right? So it's a noun. So these are totally different words, and because of the character order. So be aware of, when you're writing Chinese, of the character order. Because if you flip them around, you're going to make up a brand new word or a different word, maybe a word that you really were not, did not want to use. So let's go on and let's go to the next character. Our next character that we're going to learn is 克. That is a third tone character. That's a falling tone and rising tone, right? 克. And that means can or may you be able to do something. Now, in this case, I'm gonna do a little dialogue. Some people like dialogue, so I'm gonna do a little dialogue. People always say, Rocky, can you do a dialogue? And okay, I'll do a dialogue. So the first sentence in this dialogue is, may I come in? Okay, may I come in? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Actually, I should say in Chinese, right? 1, 2, 3. 我可以进来吗? Repeat, 重复. 我可以进来吗? 重复3, 快点. 我可以进来吗? I got a little tongue tied in there. 我可以进来吗? You see, even I get a little tongue tied every now and then. So let's go on to the next sentence. The next sentence is, can I go now? 我现在可以走了吗? Now let's repeat. 重复. 我现在可以走了吗? 重复3, 快点. 我现在可以走了吗? Okay, that means, can I go now? Now, for some reason, I kind of stretch out that ma. I kind of stretch it out a lot because that's the way the locals talk here, and I've kind of picked up on the way the locals talk. As a matter of fact, some of the locals laugh at me when I say ma, because they know that I sound like a local, yet I don't look like a local, but I sure sound like one. So it's kind of funny and kind of cute, I think. It really is. So our last sentence is, you can go now, right? Real quick, short sentences. Ready? 1、2、3。你可以走了。Once again, repeat. 你可以走了。Repeat. 正负3，快点。你可以走了。Okay? 你可以走了。Very, very quick, right? Very, very quick. Now, I want to discuss with you something about these 3 sentences that I used. I am, of course, talking about this character, right? It's about the ke character. But if you notice, I use 可以 in this sentence. And again, I use the 可以 in this sentence. And in the third sentence, I used 可以. Right? So the reason I use 可以 is it's very common. I'm going to give you some in-depth analysis now. It's this 可以, this 可以. This 可以character combination is very, very common. Okay, I'm going to put right here that it's VC. It's very, very common to use 可以. Now, what does 可 mean? 可 means can or may. Okay, that's what this character means. But this other character, E, means to allow, and it also means also. Okay, it's, it just means also, but it means allow. So and I'm going to try now to do my arrow here. Been dying to use the arrow thing. Oh, okay, great. I use the arrow. It's I have a telestrator, the same type that the NBA people use, and so, or that the professional football that you see on Sunday. So, I don't get to use all the buttons, but I'm excited now because I get to use a little button now. So you can see by the two Rocky's professionally drawn arrows that there's a character combination, and when there's a character combination, a very, very common character combination is 可以. Now, when these 2 characters are put together, they form a somewhat different word. They form the word allowable, or they form the word permitted. It's very much the same as can and may, except 可以is so much more formal. Okay, it's much more formal, and it's a very nice way to say. So you want to say 可以. Now let's go to our next one. Well, I'm sorry to say that this is our last slide. Join me next time for another exciting episode when we will discuss right here. We will discuss these 2 characters. We will discuss the character 可, and we will discuss the character 可. But you'll have to join me next time for part 2 and the conclusion of this exciting lecture. Until then, I will see you guys. And goodbye. 再见.